Hi, this is Susan. I want to show you, I'm changing the wreath, so I'm wanting to show you this fan box. First, it's that time of year when we buy pedestal fans or box fans, and these are absolutely the best for storing your wreaths, so don't ever throw one away. I store everything I can in these, every wreath, for every season. So I wanted to show you strawberries. I know that bees and strawberries are real popular this time of year. And so this is my strawberry. And first it starts out with, I've got burlap. I've got 3 colors of burlap. There's the dark green that's out here. There's the brown, and then there's the red. And then I have strawberry clusters and flowers from Dollar Tree. And I think I got this at Hobby Lobby, but any strawberries that you like, on a wired wreath, a wired ribbon would be really good. And to start this, you're going to need the metal, the big metal wreath form that has at least 3. This one has 3 of the wires. And so let me show you what's going on here. You see everything is tucked in, and it's tucked under the inner wire, and then it goes over the middle wire, and then it comes tucked out underneath. And so you can also see the big outer one is really like leaves. It's supposed to kind of mimic leaves, where it goes out on the outside and on the inside, and then out on the outside, just large sweeps of it tucked in. And then you can see the brown that's underneath, or the neutral burlap, whatever you want to call it, brown, that's tucked underneath the red is just gathered. It's just 6 inches, about 6 inches wide, and it's just gathered and tucked all around that middle one. And then the red, let me straighten things out. You can see the red is the same way that you saw the green sweeping going out and out, in and out and in. This is just the same thing, but it's much tighter. It's just right up underneath that middle wire. And I can show you, see how it's just tucked in, and it comes out on this side, then it comes out on this side, then it comes out on this side. So it's just an S, like a snake, tucking it up underneath, where this one is just gathered. The beige brown is just gathered and pushed up underneath there, so that both edges, it's not this rounded sweeping S shape. It's both edges. You'll see the edge on the inside, and you'll see the edge on the outside. And this is the same size. All 3 of these are the same size rolls that are about 6 inches, but it's just how you put them in. This way you get what looks like a leaf here, and then a little bit of edging, and then more of the softer red part. I can't think of what to call it, but it matches. The red is so nice because, of course, it matches strawberries, but then this ribbon has a red edging on it, which I think I got that at Hobby Lobby, but Michael's would have it as well. But I would start at Hobby Lobby if you have one. Now, these plumes, these were sprigs, and I believe they came from Dollar Tree, but they should have strawberries everywhere. And these have a cluster of, the flowery look, the little, and then I did even put little tiny flowers that I had left over for years ago. I had these little tiny flowers, so I just stuck them into the red, because there's little tiny flowers in and amongst the the ribbon. And so this has a couple of different kinds of leaves. And so I wired these on, and you can stick them into the burlap, but just to be sure when it's hanging, you know, is just take some thin, I use my wire that they wrap the lettuce with, and I just take the paper off and always use it when I can in my crafts. And so then these white flowers came from Dollar Tree. So really you just want to start with your ribbon and then get the colors of the burlap that, you know, look good with the ribbon, and get your wire, the big wire wreath that has at least 3 rings, and then start from that. And it looks a little more complicated than it is. I really just not explaining it as well as I wish I could, but it's really not that difficult. And if you feel more comfortable gluing or wiring the burlap, will go do that. You know, do that as you go along. I haven't had any problem. Maybe the green might come untucked a little bit while I'm, you know, handling it and hanging it. But these always go out every year, and then they go back in the box. And so I just tuck everything. I don't spend a lot of time gluing because I reuse. I'll always reuse. When I get tired of looking at it, then I'll reuse the flowers, and I'll reuse the burlap for sure. But this one happens to be one of my favorites, so it is what it is. Okay, so let me show you this sign that I made. And this was a Dollar Tree sign, and they're just great. They're great for, I use them in miniatures. You can make a room box with them. You can, of course, make other signs with them. So I took this shape and I painted it with the Waverly plaster color, and then I drew the lines. I have just pencil lines to make it look like, you know, like siding, clapboard. And so then I hand wrote the spring harvest brings summer treats. And the reason for that is I've molded food, and I have some ice cream that's strawberries, some strawberry cupcakes, strawberry icing, just some dipped strawberries in the chocolate. And I just haven't gotten those out of storage, but I have those that I put that out with this, and I'll be getting those out, and I'll try to show them to you. I was real into that at one point, making fake food. I mean, and it's so funny because when it starts to look so good to you, your mouth waters. It really does. So, okay, so I use just a Sharpie marker. You can pencil this out and then fill it in with paint if you want, whichever. And I just don't know how to use my Cricut machine. It sounds sad, but I don't. And so so it stuck out. It was really vivid black. So I went over it with the plaster on a dry brush, just dry brushing over. See how you can see tiny lines? It softens the black and then helps it to start blending. And that's what you were working towards. You want to blend it because it's going to look real stark black on, you know, basically white, off-white. So the next thing was to feather in this color. I put some brown into my red to bring down the color, and then after I feathered this in, I went ahead and put the Waverly wax, the brown wax, all along the edge. You can see it's all along the edging. You could draw it in a little bit on the red. And then I just put tiny wisps of white, of the plaster, back into it, just to carry the plaster over to it. And then I got this at Dollar Tree, which is old-fashioned, kind of ticking looking. Thought that went with it nicely. And then this is a flower put in with one of the sprigs. And the ribbons, I put lace, and I've married polka dots with check. And then I did wrap the stem with the lace and let I tied this onto the back, or what I tied these together with, and let that hang down. So you see just a little bit of different sizes, shapes, colors. And then it all, you know, starts to mesh together. So I think strawberries are just a wonderful wreath to make for this time of year, and you'll never get tired of looking at it. It makes you think of strawberries. Yummy, yummy strawberries and all the things you can make with them. And also, you know, if you have a way to incorporate old lace is always a wonderful thing to incorporate into, you know, putting it on your sign or somewhere. I always keep my old pieces of lace when I find them. Okay, so if you like making wreaths, please subscribe. Please like and definitely subscribe. And I love to make wreaths, so I'm going to try to show you as many as I've made, and then we'll start making from scratch. Okay, so thank you so much for dropping by. Bye-bye.